And all I'm going to say, so it don't be asked later, is that was disrespectful and just shows you all the character who is not invited. He knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting nonstop about this case. And
what about you? What are you doing? You had some Meta Ray-Ban glasses treating Karmelo like a celebrity. You trying to call us out? Well, quit talking and making press conferences. And what about your character? We'll get to that in a minute, buddy. This broke today. They had a news conference with Karmelo Anthony and his, I guess, lawyer representative. And he's actually upset that he made a public press briefing and the father of Austin Metcalf showed up. I've seen Austin Metcalf's father. I made a video about it. He basically already forgave Karmelo here. He said he didn't want this to be a racial issue. He got ahead of all this, saying all these statements about this situation, right? I ain't gonna lie. I even said, man, I don't know how he can automatically forgive somebody within 12 hours of his son losing his life. But that's him. He's a better Christian than me. But this guy's been nothing but, showing our, I guess, Christian ways, devout Christian. I don't know how to say it, y'all, because I wouldn't do it, I couldn't even be on camera if I lost one of my kids, especially after no damn 12 to 24 hours after it happened. But I digress. The point is, Austin's father's been making the rounds from day one, saying that he didn't want this to be racial, political, and that he forgave Karmelo, and that, all this, all these statements that made him look, in my opinion, kind of, I don't know. I don't want to even say. I don't want to put these words on this man, but like I said, he handled it differently than I did. Point is, he never came out saying anything bad about this whole situation. He shows up to the public press briefing, and they kick him out. I already don't want to get the footage here, but it's showing him there, the father, and they get mad about it. But let's get back to what this guy's talking about. Character, huh? Let's see. Boom. Felony injury to a child, 2009. Forging a check, post 2009. Leading police on a high-speed chase, 2009. Stealing a car. Falsely claiming a car was stolen, 2009. This is all 2009. Offensive physical contact, 2015. Probation violations, 2016. Felony theft, $2,500 to $30,000, 2016. Felony assault causing serious bodily injury, 2019. Misdemeanor assault, 19. Continuous violence against the family, 19. Theft, undated. Making a false report, undated. Evading arrest, undated. So, this man right here, Dominique Alexander, the man advocating for Karmelo Anthony, has a very long rap sheet. I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't have picked this guy. I don't know who in their right mind, regardless of what your political standing is or what your political beliefs are, I would never pick somebody that has a rap sheet like this guy. This is pretty crazy to say the least that this came out. But thankfully, what happens in the dark comes to light. Is he a grifter? All about chasing the check? With this rap sheet he has and these mugshots, I believe so. Surprised he ain't in prison. If he's from Texas, which I honestly don't know, but this case is in Frisco, I don't know why he ain't under the jail right now. So this broke today, and there's his mugshot, y'all, with this long rap sheet. Now let's get to his mother, or Karmelo Anthony's mother. She actually made a statement, and we're going to look at that right here. So here is his mother talking about putting God first in everything they do.
In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about.
You hear what she said? The Metcalf boys. Karmelo Anthony on the police report said that he was alone when he was approached by Austin. He just stated Austin was there. The same scumbag representative / lawyer, whatever he is, he said and made a statement that people were putting out misinfo. He said that these people never knew each other. Austin never knew Karmelo. This is what he said, not me. So now she's saying and bringing up the Metcalf boys in plural sense, right? And basically, it's kind of weird in my opinion. Why are they going with that angle now? Very odd that she said the Metcalf boys.
The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds.
Huh.
And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution, we believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Okay, so a couple things to point out here. There's some things she says is correct. They deserve a fair trial. We all do as Americans, taxpaying citizens. She's talking somewhat in nice regard to the family of Austin Metcalf, but it kicked him out the press briefing here. Why couldn't he attend it? It's a public setting. It's just odd that all of a sudden something like this happens, and I can't help but think that all I see here, besides a money grab, a grift maneuver by Dominique Alexander, right? That man, I'll leave it at that. But it's like they don't comprehend the blame. They try to be the victims. I'm going to be honest. If my child, if I knew they did something like this, of course I wouldn't be slandering them in the public eye. But at the same time, I wouldn't be defending them like that. I would want justice to reign supreme, to be completely honest. Now, I wouldn't hang them out to dry. But at the same time, they are on a public campaign to make their son look good. Because I believe they're going to go with the self-defense claim. That's just my opinion on that. And yes, it's a free country. We can say what we want on these platforms ourselves. And another weird thing that she said, I don't have the clip lined up, but I saw the attorney or spokesperson bring this point up, and she said it. The awful rainy day at the track meet. I saw another clip of Dominique Alexander saying that why are the journalists not asking the questions as to why the school didn't cancel the track meet under this type of weather conditions? They were not good. I got a weird feeling they're trying to shift the blame, or they're trying to lay out their self-defense claim in a certain way to where either Karmelo's the victim or he had to do this in order to protect himself. It's all leading up. I can kind of see the pieces being connected. I'll leave it at that, though. To be honest, if this was me, I can't. Well, let's make it clear, because some people say if this was me, I'm not in the situation. But I would hope if I were in something like this, I wouldn't be speaking to nobody and I wouldn't be making no news conferences. I think this is actually hurting the whole situation for everybody involved. Gone are those days when you can have a case, without the limelight all over it. And the reason why I say that is because I think that we need a fair trial for anybody. And if it was me, I would not want to be on TV making statements that can be used against me in the court of law or by the public. I mean, ma'am, you don't want people to make videos, you and Dominique there, but you are on these platforms and you are holding press briefings. So we're going to make content, simple and plain. Another thing she said that was very interesting, to be honest, is that the Give, Send, Go money has not been released, and it will be released within a couple of days. Why do you need $500,000 or whatever the hell it is? Is it $1 million at this point? I don't know. I'm glad I refrained on that story. I don't know how true that is. I'm pretty sure they're going to be all over this now that she said this. I never posted that he bought a house. Now that I'm saying that, I better make sure, and I better go check my feed, but I don't remember me making a post. Now, I may have shared someone else saying that. I'm going to be honest about that. But I never remember myself making a post and sharing that information that he bought a house, because I honestly didn't know if that was true. I found that kind of outlandish. And to be honest, to buy a house, it doesn't just happen overnight or within a couple of days, at least the way I know of purchasing property. But either way, y'all, this is very sad, tragic. And let's be honest, y'all, instead of someone just claiming to be the victim, how about we look at the real victim? Or at least, I'll say it like this. Let's look at the person that's no longer here, the person that lost their life. Austin Metcalf is gone. Never to be with his family again, go out on a date, have a family, have kids, be a father, or anything. That's the victim here. Now, I do want a fair trial for Karmelo Anthony, because I believe that all American taxpaying citizens and citizens of this country deserve a fair trial. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But at the same time, man, when are people going to be held accountable and not sit there and just play the victim? And I've seen that a lot this last week with many cases. And dare to say, they're similar to Karmelo. And I'll leave it at that on YouTube of all places. Catch my drift? It's like a certain people come with that victim mindset, shift the blame, and take no accountability whatsoever. It's actually pretty disgusting in my opinion. But there it is, y'all. My little breakdown and the info I learned about Dominique Alexander. Long rap sheet. Pieces of the press briefing. And they kicked out the father, Austin Metcalf, even though they said that they put God first in everything they do. With that, y'all, I'm out of here. Have a blessed day. Later.